I'm drawing inspiration for this video from you, the fans. That's right, the Greek, I got your back. I'm going to talk about XRP, XLM, and Bitcoin price action. Earlier today, I did a video, XRP gains while others lose big. What was really cool about this was a comment, and that's where the motivation of this video comes from. I love the fans, and that's why I do it. Trust me, there's like no money when it comes to YouTube views, and let's be real here, I'm not sponsored by anyone in the crypto industry. This comes from the Greek 1980. Klaus, I do like your content, but in a previous video, you stated that people aren't buying XRP XLM because they really haven't moved within a year. But if you actually look at the vast majority of cryptos, none of them have moved for a year. They've all been moving sideways. Well, the Greek and everyone else, thank you so much for commenting. You guys see, I actually respond to a whole bunch of these comments. What I want to reiterate is this. I've been focusing very heavily on things since the FTX crash. Now, the reason I picked things since the FTX crash, I believe that was the worst time for crypto. We had exchanges going down left and right. We had shenanigans. We had commingling of funds. It was horrible. You also had macro stuff like Jerome Powell and the Fed dropping big rate hikes on us. So things were getting really nasty. Also, cash crunch, right? So I look at that as the market bottom, okay? Not necessarily the price bottom, but just when things were just the absolute worst. So what I wanted to do and what I have been doing and what I've been sharing with you, and I apologize if I have not made this more clear, but how are our favorite cryptos doing since we hit that bottom of FTX time? What you see up on the screen right now is a chart from that time period. I've picked right since the FTX crash up to now. I have 3 cryptos listed up on the screen. 2 I cover very heavily, and 1 we use as a market standard. Now, what I want to highlight and share with everyone is that check this out. XRP is in red, XLM is in light blue, and Bitcoin is in purple. Look at how since the FTX time, Bitcoin has come back 47% to the positive side. XRP has come back 13.4% to the positive side. Meanwhile, XLM in that same time period has retraced even further by 11.11%. So when I start looking at the market and I start looking at, hey, when things are the worst and hey, can we climb back? XLM is actually doing even worse than the FTX times. So when I did that video earlier about XRP gains while others lose big, I was mainly referring to USDC, as you can see here. I quoted them because I've been talking about how their market cap's been shrinking. But what I've been hitting on here recently heavily is that the markets are telling us what people are wanting since the worst of times. And you can see that Bitcoin is obviously preferred. XRP is also preferred. Hey, gaining back 13%, that's impressive. But XLM is down 11% since that time. So yes, XRP and others are gaining while some are losing. So yes, the Greek, I totally understand what you're talking about. We're like, yeah, for the last year, things are moving sideways. But I'm looking at it from the market worst. And I truly believe when that FTX crash happened, that's when we had the worst of the FUD, we had the worst of this and that. We had liquidity issues, Jerome Powell and the Fed. Total mess. But as you can see, the markets are preferring XRP over XLM, Bitcoin over XRP and XLM. And what we have to heavily consider is why is XLM now priced less than FTX times? That is a big problem. And that's what I wanted to highlight in this video. And that's why I read your comments. Because if I do a video and I don't make my point clear enough, that's why I got to rely on the fans. You guys are the best, and you keep me going. So the Greek 1980, I made this video just for you to highlight that in my time frame that I've been using. So when you hear about me talking these videos about how people are clawing their way back since the FTX crash, this chart right here shows it best as Bitcoin is rallying to the positive of 47%. XRP is rallying to the positive of 13%. While XLM is down 11% in that same time period. That is a 58% swing from Bitcoin and a 24% swing from XRP. And seriously, the fans are honestly where it's at. A channel my size often does less than $1,000 a month when it comes to revenue. So no, I'm not doing this to get rich. I'm doing it for you all, showing you what the market is telling us through stats, through charts, through development, through news, through macros, and it's all because of you. So the Greek 1980 and everyone else that comments and supports the channel, this video is specifically for you. Hopefully this makes more sense and gives you more clarity into what's going on in this head up here. Thank you all for everything.